Now, Louise was also a Vauxhall Works driver, and we should pay tribute to her achievement with the team last season. Louise winning the first Ladies World Championship. But overshadowing the season came a now famous accident in Portugal, when her Astra plunged off a cliff and sank 20 feet into a lake. By rights, Louise and co-driver Tina Torner should never have survived.
It was an awful experience, but you know, it was an accident, and accidents do happen in motorsport. I think the unfortunate thing was that it rained halfway through the stage and we were on dry tyres, and you know, to come down a hill that's very slippy surface anyway, we just couldn't stop and just slowly went off the edge. But when we hit the water, you know, I was convinced that we hit it feet first, but when I saw it on the video, you know, I couldn't believe that it was, because the water just all rushed into the car and it felt as though it was coming up through the chin. But I saw in the video it looked a lot worse in the video.
And you were submerged. Did you have a sort of air pocket there, or?
No, because we smashed all the windows on the way down, and the frightening thing was that, you know, when you hit the cliff all the way down, it takes the wind, you know, knocks you a bit, and then to land on water, because when your accident stops, you know, you just sigh of relief that you've come to a halt. And I think the shock then was actually the water, and to take a breath, it was impossible. And we had to wait. Well, we waited till the car submerged about 20 feet down into the lake, because, you know, if you start undoing your belts in the middle of an accident when the car's still moving, you've got a serious problem.
How long were you submerged, do you reckon?
I don't know. It was it was certainly a long time. You know, it got to the stage where the whole thing just slowed down, and you just thought, well, you know, what can I do? And I think, you know, it slowed down and it gave you time to think, right, seat belts. You know, I tried to get through the screen, but the screen was there, and it's really funny feeling down underwater. And I opened the window, and Tina had gone out the back. So, you know, you get out the window, and I thought, God, I'm going here. I'm getting out. And then you see about 20 foot above, you think, you know, just a shimmer of light, because it's very dark down there. And you think, oh, I'm never going to make it, and it was just, you know, physically and mentally, you were just, once we got to the top of the water, we just couldn't move. We held onto the rocks, and somebody had to come and get us.
I must say, it must have taken astonishing courage to get back in a rally car and continue to compete at the top level after that.
I think, you know, when you're in a championship, when you're in, like, you want to prove you're the best lady in the world, and to go into another event, you know, that just, you think nothing of it. And I think Corsica was one of the, maybe the worst rallies you could go to, because that's all mountainous. But you know, it's easy thing to say, but when somebody's stamping on your heels behind, you know, another competitor, you soon push on a bit.